So I'm going to title this video as unambiguously as I possibly can. We do not have the end update. We have an end update, but it's not the end update, whatever that may be. You can already see something happening here. This may not be what you'd expect with the end here in Java Edition, especially this random blurry light that you see in the sky here. So this is Snapshot 25W33A. One of the biggest headliners in this snapshot isn't even the copper golem. They've listed this right at the top. They have now added skylight as a feature to the end, which means whenever we've got a flash in the sky, they can change the lighting of the dimension itself. So we're gonna wait for this to happen. In fact, this looks a lot better when you have Moody, just as it does on Bedrock Edition. Now that they've ported it here, you can see what it looks like here. I will say with vibrant visuals, it looks a lot better in Bedrock Edition, but the moment this flash happens, this entire dimension screams pink, purple. And just as in Bedrock, this looks a lot better when you fly all the way out. This isn't actually colored lighting. You might think that it is, but it's really just the skylight changing. So what I've done here is I've ported the nether dimension to the end. So you can see we've got this massive chunk of the nether. We have the nether fossil over here, over there. We've got the bastion. So what I wanted to test out was just how effective this entire tint over the sky is. As that is still present, you can see the top of this bedrock layer completely color shifts to purple pink. There it is. The interior of the nether does not get affected because it is completely undercover. So it really is just a skylight thing. This flash itself can be retextured. It exists in the environment folder with end_flash.png. And what I've done here is, as I wait for it to happen again, I have had some fun changing it to various images I have in my folder. Oh, it's underneath. Too big, too big. Where's my cut copper stairs? There it is. It really does make a real big statement in the sky. There's the firefly. It looks like a massive sun. It really isn't. Now, it does render upside down, so I've just put something... There it is. So we've got... It really looks like it's just on the screen, but it really isn't. It's there. It's in the environment itself. So if I fix it with... Wait for it. Hey! Subtle plug. With that out of the way, I'm going to talk about the next thing that's new. Yeah, look at me. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. It is the lightning rod rotted copper golem. Now 100 times more conductive. Yeah, they look like this now. No, they actually don't. Very rarely, iron golems will give a poppy to a copper golem. Now this is quite rare. Oh, just as I say that, it happens. Are you kidding me? No, it didn't happen. So they offer it just like that, but even more rarely than that, it can be placed on the copper golem's head. Now this happens so rarely, and I can just sit here all day and do tick rate 2000 and then watch it happen. But even if I do that, I may miss the event. Even with this command block running, I tried to make it so I can test out when an iron golem is holding a poppy. It's not how it works, unfortunately. So I did happen to catch it on stream over at twitch.tv/PhoenixSE Live. I'll tack that on here. Romcom Minecraft edition. He's not looking. I don't think... Yeah, so... He just doesn't even notice. So the iron golem needs to extend its arm out, and the copper golem needs to accept it. This truly does feel like real life The Bachelor. Yeah, it's consent. It's consent. I have to clear the chat. Oh, wait, he got no... No! Oh, wait, no. We caught that, right? We caught that. The copper golem didn't even flinch. He just placed it on his head. I swear to you, the copper golem didn't even look at the iron golem. He just put it on his head. So it is very rare. Come on. He's trying. He's gushing his heart out. He's wearing his poppy on his sleeve and it's gone. Oh, that's not right. That is not right. Okay, well, we'll take that. There's a new entity tag which allows you to shear a poppy from its head. So you can just shear it and it's gone. There's no sound effect. I think they will add that in. Oh, it's happening again. Will it happen? Will he do it? Will he accept it? Come on. Oh, it happened. Okay. So you can change it with item replace. We can do something like dragon head. And now he's wearing a dragon head on his head. He doesn't know. He's going to behave as normal. It's intruding. So you can do like N-rod. So now it's just a taller stick. Waxed weathered cut copper stairs. Unfortunately not lightly weathered. It's facing the wrong way. If you do a copper golem statue, it turns out it's upside down, which I guess is funny, and you can swing it around like a baseball bat. So with the new entity tags added, we can now see that we've got copper golems that can accept iron golem gift, which is the poppy. Villager's always been that way. And the poppy is the only thing that you can shear off of the copper golem's head. You can't shear anything else if you decide to add it with a command like this thing. Steve Golem. Just stole them. So here's my pair of shears. I'm going to try to right click him. Nothing is happening. Can't get rid of it. It's stuck on his head. I think I scared him away. I will preface, this is the final feature of this drop. After that, they're going to start working on the next drop. I don't know how that's going to align with Minecraft Live. We'll have to see. Before I go on any further, I want to talk about the shelf change, which has a lot of people excited and happy about it. Before this snapshot came into effect, items look like this on the shelf. They would appear to sit on the bottom of the shelf itself. They didn't look quite this big. This is actually a change in this snapshot itself, but they would sit on the bottom of the shelf. And a lot of people didn't like that, including myself. I didn't think it worked very well with items that were a little smaller. However, you might be wondering how I'm getting this in this snapshot. There is a block state which allows you to change this back. Now, what it looks like is this. They're now centered in the middle again, and they have been resized to look a lot bigger than they used to. This is a lot better for a multitude of reasons. Imagine if I had this situation going with them being oversized and they just don't sit on the bottom of the shelf very well. This must have been on their drawing board. I guess it's vetoed now. Let me replace this with actual items and then reposition it. This is a lot better. So simply the block state is align items to bottom. If you set this to true, they will align to the bottom. And there's even a new display mechanism for on_shelf. So there's plenty of customizability available for you. So the last thing I want to talk about is the chat draft system. So you'll notice in the chat settings, there is a new save unsent chats option, and I've turned that on. That is off by default. However, this isn't entirely precise. I'm not sure why they made it this way. So you can now save your last chat message as a draft. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to clear this first. Like and subscribe to Phoenix SC. Okay, so I'm gonna do that while I'm falling 100 blocks from the sky in survival mode. Yes, I'm playing survival. Okay, like this, and then while I still have it active, I'm dead. So I never really got to send that message through. So when I respawn, I'm like, dang it, I wish I didn't lose all of that text. Not the best example, it's a very short message, but the moment I reopen my chat, you can see I've now got this in italic. And that means it's been saved to draft. Now, if I press backspace, it's all gone. So it means I'm just gonna discard that message. But let's do that again, and I will TP again, and then open the chat. Respawn, and now anytime I interact with that message, I can scroll through it. It just restores itself, allowing me to send that message without losing it entirely. Now, by default, it doesn't save your chat drafts unless you die or something happens and you forcibly quit out of your chat. So if you wanted to save chat drafts while you intentionally back out of the chat with escape, you can do so by toggling this on. And now, if you type in something like and sub, and then escape, it saves it. Now, this is really handy for people like me who do command concepts on the channel. If I wanted to save a fill command, all of you guys would know this. You might know what I mean if you do this. Instead of going Control-A, Control-X to cut the message or entering an incomplete fill command, I can just back out, go to the next side, like over here, reopen, and then copy the next set of coordinates. This is incredible. This is clearly something you have to get used to, but I welcome this change with all open arms. I love it. Wait, is this still... Oh my god, it's been muted the whole time. I was wondering why it was glowing so much. Anyway, that is all for this snapshot 25W33A. We now look forward to bug fixes, which there are going to be a lot because Copper Golems still pathfind terribly. But hey, it looks like the next drop is now in the works. Is it the... It probably won't be the end update. Anyway, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you guys posted. Thanks for watching.